Welcome to another episode of Gursh's Gathering. I am your host, Gursh1, and this is The Gathering. It is a video series that focuses on the latest Heroclix figures that are out there for the Heroclix game. And today we are talking about the latest announcement from Wizkidz, and that is the Xmen Days of Future Past set that is going to be released in the spring. That is exciting. Now, before we get into the sculpt that was shown when they announced this, I want to talk a little bit about the story behind Days of Future Past. This storyline came out in the 80s, I believe. So for all those that don't know, the plot line goes, it's set in a dystopia where Sentinels have taken over the entire United States and they're branching out and making it worldwide. Mutants are almost all but eradicated, superhuman entities are being pushed out, and then as a last ditch attempt, the X-Men decide to take future Kitty Pryde's mind and send it back into the past so that she can warn all the X-Men of the murder of Senator Robert Kelly by Mystique, which caused the Sentinel Holocaust, if you will. So the whole storyline goes that they're just trying to warn them, and then what ends up happening is that a super mutant hunting Sentinel by the name of Nimrod, he's like this futuristic looking robot that gets sent to the past as well, and then while he's there he realizes that the eradication of mutants is no longer the top priority, but now they have to eradicate the mutants that are seen as dangerous to the government, which means the X-Men, the Brotherhood of Mutants, all that kind of stuff. So then he just goes out there and then he attacks, and his storyline is pretty cool too, because in the mix of trying to attack the X-Men and whatnot, he bumps into a piece of the Master Mold, and the Master Mold and Nimrod connect somehow, and then Nimrod for some reason turns good and he tries to stop the Master Mold because he's trying to convince the Master Mold that he is also a mutant somehow. And it's just confusing as But this is a perfect segue to look at what was announced for the Heroclix upcoming figure, and that is the Sentinel Nimrod. If we take a look at the sculpt, honestly I don't like it. It's like a mix between a Sentinel and the Pokemon Porygon. It doesn't look good, or maybe a robotic snowman. It has the same effect as the Nitro figure that we did a battle report with, where you have like the explosion behind, and I mean it looks cool, but not really. I'm not a big fan of the sculpt. I wish they would have done better. But hey, just because I don't like the figure doesn't mean he's not going to be beastly in the game. Let's check out the dial. Nimrod is a futuristic robot, so he has to be a shooter. He has 8 range, 2 targets, and he's a flyer. For 350 points, you get 11 clicks, and this guy is amazing. Let me explain. If you play him at 350 points, this guy is an amazing alpha striker. He's kind of expensive, but he is amazing. He has hypersonic speed, pulse wave, impervious, and then he has a special damage ability that I'm going to get into in a little bit, but let me explain what his trait, his overall trait is. If you play him at 350 points, he has a special trait called Assault from the Future. Basically what it means is he has the multi-attack special ability, but instead of receiving 1 action token, you give him 2, and you can put him anywhere on the map, and then once he's there, he can make a range or combat attack for free. So hear me out. You're playing him at 350 points, you're gonna have to get out there pretty quick. So you have pulse wave both first and second click. So when your opponent is all gathered together, what you do is you say, okay, I'm gonna use that ability, give them the 2 tokens, put them right in the middle of the team, make sure that every one of your opponents is 4 squares away from you, and then you just pulse wave, because it's minimum of 1, so every single figure gets 1. If you don't want to do that, you have 8 range, 2 targets. So give him the 2 power actions, put him up somewhere where he can hit 2 of your opponent's best guys, and so you can do 12 strength, 4 damage. This guy would be beast. And then on top of that, multi-attack can't be countered. So he's gonna be a beast regardless at 350 points. Expensive, but a beast. Oh, and I almost forgot. He has a damage ability future knowledge of the mutant menace. Basically what it means is he has outwit, and if you're going up against an opponent who has the keyword of X-Men or Brotherhood of Mutants, you get to use outwit twice, targeting 2 characters. So on top of just doing all sorts of damage with hypersonic speed and then doing your special trait, you could just outwit 2 opposing opponents. This guy is beast. Nimrod, for his 2nd and 3rd click, has a special move action called Photon Propulsion. Nimrod can use phase and teleport and running shot. Starting line for the 250 points, where he gets 9 clicks of life. He gets precision strike, empower, and probability control. So a lot of pink. After that 4th click, you lose the Photon Propulsion, but you gain hypersonic speed back, as well as pulse wave, and you get probability control and a special defense power. Nimrod can use invulnerability and regeneration. If Nimrod has 2 action tokens, he can use regeneration as a free action. How amazing is that? You get regeneration your 4th click. You're 11 clicks deep and you get regeneration your 4th click. Nimrod comes complete with the keywords of Days of Future Past, Purifier, Sentinel, Robot, and Future. And that is Nimrod, guys. Comment down below on what you think. Honestly, he's an amazing alpha striker. He looks awesome. For 350 points, you get a ton of goodies, blah, 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 blah. But the sculpt kind of sucks, and I'm more of a sculpt person. So if I don't pull him when the set comes out, I'm not going to be all crazy. He's probably going to be a super rare anyways, or a chase or something. So it is what it is, guys. Don't forget to check out the channel. Look for more Heroclix videos from us. You can find them on the channel, so just go there, subscribe, like, do all that cool stuff. And that's about it. This is Gursh1 out.